to the club, look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call, for real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
I'm the big homie now. Don't forget that. I'm the big homie now. I got my spawn, Louis Vuitton, truck in the front. What are you doing? I look so good. Don't call me She wanna this and I'm Buick. I pull it up. They wanna we gon' get. What are we doing? I got a crib. They gon' get to it. I got a picture my family straight out of Clayco. Thought I was sweet, just like a Fago, but I had all on my payroll. Watch how I move, just like a rayon. 64 chain, just like a crayon. I bought a hat, one with the Aeon. Put on, told her to stay on. I had a paper tag on 3 on. I had the top drop with the free on. I told them deuce one like Dion. I say deuce one like Dion. I go Bruce Wayne on your peon shit with the Falcon True.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Looking right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Detroit! They'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll go on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they try the right side here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action here with Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Rosen. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Looking to throw. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw here. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's got this down to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Goes underneath here to White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jamar Taylor will be credited with the tackle. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Back to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rosen off the play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or you...
And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to a... About the 29, just shy of the 30. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up a throw. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Got a man. It's Barrios complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now.
They'll drop the throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And this is caught off the deflection. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now Rosen on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. And they'll run it here. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Back to throw here. And now he'll touchdown, Patriots. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Run. Right there. All day, baby.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now they try the right side here. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the Patriots coming out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
All right, now, look at 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their 1st of this 2nd half. The point after try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now Rosen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rosen to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now it's Rosen looking. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fielded at the 33. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Patriots. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll go on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go.
New England on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. This one left side caught by Barrios. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Right back to him on 1st down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hut!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
queen.
Got something to do with that. I got this streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. Told him to 100. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the volume. I had a in my shoulder. You got that bitch at me. Pacific ice, I'm an ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. They calling for me and they. You want me like you, and I look. Yeah, her Rex on her. Yeah, B-Rex better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, squad goes on me. Yeah, make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah, you can go and get mad. Living in the bed with the 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the volume. I had a in my shoulder. You got a bitch.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. Blessing a new bay alert. Don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. Rats keep me up on the volume. I had a in my shoulder.